Hi everyone, it's Shelly with Shelly's Creative Crafts. Welcome back. So I just finished this next journal here, and it's a little bit simpler than I normally do, with respect that it only has one signature, but it is a really big signature. So we'll just go through it. This is actually, it's going to be a little bit softer cover than what I normally do, but it is fabric. But it is a file folder that I covered with fabric and that sort of thing. And then, you know, of course, did the embellishments on the front. I have a little Eiffel Tower charm here, and then a little crown charm down here. And then, of course, the flower and the little, you know, squirrely cute things. And then again, it is one signature, and then the back part just has the bling and the Eiffel Tower. I thought that was really pretty. And then of course I did some real pretty black lace, and then the closure is a real hot pink satin organza ribbon. So we'll just dive right on in here. And again, like I said, it is one signature, but it is jam-packed. And then I do the fabric pocket on the front, and then I did the fabric lined kind of tapestry thing back here. And then I made a little, this was actually a gift tag, but I made a book, a little booklet out of it that can be written in. And then another, just a little note card or journaling card that I made. And so that just tucks back in there, and a little fabric pocket in the front. And then of course I did leave a lot of coffee dyed paper in here for writing, and so there's lots of writing space. It is a chunky monkey, so you know, but it does lay relatively flat, so that's good. And then there's just some little polka dot black and white embellished ribbon down at the bottom, and then just some script stamping, and then always the little embellishments that I like to do down in the corners. And then more blank paper for writing. And then I was gifted some old vintage postage stamps that were used, you know, like from a letter. And I just love them. I think they're really cool. So I've incorporated those in there as well. And then this is just an envelope that I did some real pretty stamping on. And then just put a note card in there so that, you know, is blank. And then once that's used up, of course, any other thing can tuck down in there. And then again, more coffee dyed paper, more stationery, and then a little glassine bag that just has some goodies in it. I just put in just some, you know, some Prima cards and a note card that I stitched around. And then of course, once that's used up, we got a little tuck spot there. And then more scrapbooking paper, more coffee dyed blank paper, more blank paper. And this one I didn't do the embellished paper clips, but I'll show you what I did do instead. And then this is just some of the material that I had left over, and just made a little, you know, little tab out of that. And then this is from an old vintage greeting card that I have that I fussy cut and kind of decoupaged onto the page. And then just a little butterfly up there. And then just a fleur-de-lis, a very faint stamp, and then more of the little embellishments up in the corner. And then, so instead I included different paper clips that I have. This is kind of a, I don't know what that is, a squirrely round thing, I don't know. And then it's got a Prima card there for journaling, and then just a little side embellishment down in the bottom, as you can see, with the flower and the fibers. And then middle of the signature. And then this is just a little tuck and a little note card, a tag that I made. And then more blank paper. And then of course I kind of blinged up the dress form. I put the necklace with some sticklets or stickles around it, and then just some lace down at the bottom. And then this is just a little glassine pocket with a little tag. These are not like cardstock, they're actual paper. But this is a little glassine bag with a butterfly on it. And then this is one of the place cards that I find that I like to use. And then this is just a little sweet little tag tucked in that says cherry, with a cherry on top. So I thought that was really cute. And then of course the other side, and then I tucked another little tag that says sweetness. So I just tucked that under there. I thought that was really cute. And then one of the little butterfly cards that I have, and I made it into a pocket, so you can tuck things in there. And then again, more coffee dyed paper, and just a little bit of some of that hot pink ribbon that or lace that I have, and then an embellishment down in the corner, and then of course this is just a regular paper clip that just has another Prima card. I love those Prima cards. I try to incorporate them into just about every journal I make. And then just a little trim down here at the bottom. So I do leave a lot of space for writing, and I thought this would be really pretty to put a picture or maybe a quote or something on. And then this was some more of that intricately cut paper that I found at Austin Creative Reuse, and that's the last of it, so I'm a little sad to see it go, but that's okay. And I know that it's gonna go on to greater and bigger things, and so anyway, so I put that in there, and then the other side of that little bag, and then I put in this is just a plain tag, but it's iridescent, and I just loved it. And then just another one that just has a little a glue can on it, and so put that in there as well. And let's see what else we've got here, and then just a little bit of real pretty lace embellishment on this side, and then a little butterfly cutout that I have with some trim, and then the other side of that envelope, it's real pretty. It's got some daisies or some type of flower there, and then just another Prima card, of course, that I tucked down in there. And getting back to the back here, and then this is a tag that I made from the file folder as well, and then I embellished it. It looks like a ticket, and then of course put the little trims and stuff down there, and so it is a little tuck spot that you can just kind of tuck things behind. So put that real pretty little card back there. And then this is another one of those little rounded circly paper clips, and then this is a sweet little card that I made. I found some gorgeous wrapping paper and had to make tags with it, of course, and then I backed it with the coffee dyed paper. So these are real sturdy. They're actually, I think, 4 pages thick. So really sturdy, but they're really, really pretty. And then, of course, I embellished it with the, the sweet little butterfly punch and that sort of thing that I have. So that just kind of tucks back under there. And then just a little bit more script stamping, and then of course more blank paper. And then the back side, I have another kind of a canvasy looking pocket, and then I just put in some more little journaling things that you can write on and that sort of thing. So this will be listed here shortly in my Etsy shop, and I hope you're having a great Sunday, and just kind of wanted to give you a little sneak peek of a couple of other little journals that I'm working on. Set this one aside here. This one is going to be the same. This is just the outside, shell of it, but it will be another one signature. But I thought that fabric was really, really pretty. And then I was gifted this fabric, and I just love it. I think it's really pretty. So it's kind of that tulle-looking fabric, tulle. I'm not sure how they say it, but it's really vintage. Look, I mean, it's very vintage because I know this is all natural coloring. So anyway, so those are the next 2 that I'm working on, and try to get those finished as well. But like I said, this one here, and I did stamp "And the Story Begins" on there. So I thought that was really sweet, and just a really pretty girly little journal. And so like I said, this will be listed here shortly, and I hope you're having a great weekend and are off to a great start to the week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.